Hey, you're rolling, man.
Oh, it's recording?
If you want to record.
Oh, wow.
It's that easy, friend.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going? We're here at tea time doing a outside vlog. We haven't been outside in a while.
It's been quite rainy.
Yep.
So
And I'm sitting here with Preston from the Many Color Death.
it's an MCD vlog.
No.
Tony sprung that on me. You can be whatever you want to be, right?
Yeah.
You take the reins.
But yeah, hopefully y'all are enjoying that rock concert video. I really enjoy filming it, listen to Preston and then play. I asked if I can audition to be their drummer, and he said, well, not really, because we're kind of taking a break. However, he was telling me a couple weeks ago at a party that apparently I'm somewhat of an inspiration to him.
That's true. Yeah, I did a little bit of movie making in my youth and got away from it. Got back to it and got away from it again. But seeing Tony kind of do his vlog and just get out there and create really, helped get me back on that path to create movies and stuff with my friends. So, yeah, thank you, Tony.
Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. And I'm still trying to get you guys in the comments to tell me what to do and where to go and film. Like 2 years ago, I missed those years.
You just looking for people to give you good suggestions on what to do in Columbia and surrounding areas?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, what do you like to do?
Well, I like to go to concerts and everything, as you already know.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I like to, I don't know, I would really love to go out on a date with a woman from England.
You know,
That would be cool.
that's a pretty adventurous goal for sure.
Yeah.
You gotta find them over here. That's not always a given. You can't always find a British girl or a girl from United Kingdom just hanging out in Missouri.
Yeah. That would be cool though. But they are in Florida, which unfortunately we don't live near there at all.
No. If you're willing to swim from America to United Kingdom, that'll save you some money and you can meet them eventually. You a good swimmer?
No. Not without a life jacket.
We'll get you a life jacket.
Yeah.
Maybe a little trolling motor. Get you there.
Yeah, it would, but it would take forever. It would take like days, if not weeks.
Yeah, you're right.
Because those are not fast at all.
Well, if we can find a good British girl to take you on a date, we have to make sure that if they're in Missouri and if they're in America, that they're driving on the right side of the road. So if they're driving you around, they're on the wrong side, you're in for a wild ride, right?
Yeah. That's how they drive over there, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to not only go on a date, but to be in a relationship with one as well.
Yeah.
So I could, because I've already been in one relationship and it was great, but the only thing I didn't like about it was we never got moved in together at all. That's the only downer to that one.
Yeah, that can be a downer for sure, especially if that's something you want to do,
Yeah.
But,
So how long have you been playing music?
well, I've been playing music since, I guess it all started with like my first instrument was an acoustic guitar. I think I was 13, 12 or 13, so 2002 or 2003.
Oh, wow.
I didn't really play it though. I kind of just like plinked around. And then one of my friends had a bass, and I've never seen that instrument before. So I was like, "Ooh, what's this, a bass?" And I was like, just trying to figure out what it was because I wasn't like super into music at a young, that early, tween teenage years.
Yeah.
But he showed me what it was, so I asked for one for Christmas, and I got one, and I don't think I've ever put one down.
That's
honestly.
cool.
So 14, I'd say. 14.
Well, it would be cool to come and hear you guys play again live if you ever do get another drummer, so I could come down and film and listen to you play again. That'd be cool.
That would be neat, yeah. Yeah, all in due time. I think no matter what, we do this every year. We do a tribute show to grunge era music. We call it the Seattle Royale.
Oh, wow.
And it's local bands. They pay tribute to other bands from the 90s era. So one band around here does Alice in Chains. We do Soundgarden. So Brent, my guitarist, vocalist, he's a really good guitar player, and he's a really good vocalist, and he can sing notes like Chris Cornell from Soundgarden.
Oh, wow. Oh,
So,
man, that'd be cool if he was here, too.
It would be cool. He's a really busy man.
Is he busy right now? Like, can we try to FaceTime him?
I don't have my phone on me.
Oh.
But, well, that'll be another thing we can do maybe in the future.
Yeah, because that'd be awesome.
If you think I talk a lot, Brent talks a lot. If you're watching this now, Brent, you talk a lot.
Yeah.
But he has a lot to say, and he's very knowledgeable about music and artists and tones. He will carry a conversation miles, and he's very intelligent. So
That's cool.
Yep, he's a good person to have on your side.
That's cool. Well, you know what you should do is not only film movies, but you should write music to put in those movies. That'd be so awesome.
That's a pretty good idea,
That'd
Tony.
be sweet.
Do you play any at all? Do you have a keyboard or?
I can do a little bit on the guitar, not a lot, but I could do enough to I could fine tune a guitar.
Okay.
A little bit, but not much.
Maybe you can add some sounds or some music too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All you gotta do is send them my way, and I can put them in something fun.
Yep.
Because that's really, music can drive, a movie or a film with the mood.
Yeah.
You know as well as anyone would know that music and sound can really make or break the mood, right?
Yeah. Oh, I was listening to my Spotify playlist today, and a song came on from your band, and I thought, damn, I can't wait to get over there and interview Preston and do a video.
Yeah, I'm glad you couldn't have picked a more perfect day, honestly. The weather's great. We're not being blown away by tornadoes and winds.
Yep.
We have our power, and the sun is out,
Yeah. My guy was on the way here was just telling me that the storms last night were pretty bad. Like, there were floods all over the place. And
yeah, it was pretty scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, my family, we were coming back from an Easter visit. We were on 70, and it got so bad that we had to pull over off of the highway onto the shoulder. So, because it was it was so much water and rain was hitting the windshield that we couldn't see. So we had to pull over because that same storm that hit you guys was hitting us when we were coming home.
Yeah, I was watching, I believe it was Trucking with Schmidt or somebody. They were driving, and it was just pouring, like visibility was zero.
Yeah, it was coming down in sheets.
Yeah. It was coming down so hard, even his wipers weren't really doing anything.
No, just moving it out of the way to make more room for more rain, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much all it was. It was rain.
Yeah, well, I'm really glad you were able to come out and do this little interview and just chit-chat, and thank you for inviting me onto your show, for sure.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on it. You know what would be really cool is if I brought some burgers and dogs and stuff, and then we could get them on the grill and.
Yeah, we barbecue pretty much, I'd say once a month or so.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Margaret bread?
Oh, we gotta get that started, don't we?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
What?
It's got 5 minutes left on lasagna.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
What's going on?
Oh, they're just making dinner.
Oh, cool. What are
Yeah.
they making?
Lasagna.
Oh, man. I wish I could stay for
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where we just gotta make plans for it in the future.
him.
You know,
Yeah.
we love hosting people over here, and we love parties and stuff. We had a really cool Halloween party last year, where we had a whole haunted house in here, and it's all spooky, and it had music, and it had lights and scary creatures.
Wow.
You know,
That sounds cool.
it's pretty neat. It's pretty. It had some actors too.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Well, me and my guy, we gotta, here in an hour, we gotta get going. He's gotta pick up my roommate from work. Plus, we got a guy in training, which he's pretty cool. I got to meet him a little bit before coming over. He's awesome.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's always good to have good people. You know.
Yep. You know what I really hope for too is that this video blows up sky high out of the water so I can start getting some money flowing in and start going live and talking to you guys.
Yeah, you know, I'll do my best to carry that, but I think this is your show and it'll carry based on you and your personality.
Yeah.
Not me, not your guests,
Yeah.
but the hosts.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
it's your responsibility.
Yeah. Well, come on, guys, hit those 1,000 likes. Let's go.
Let's
I
do
wanna
it.
Get up there. I want to start talking to you
that.
guys going live.
Get monetized.
Yep. And money coming in.
It's about that Skrilla,
Yep.
that cheddar, the
Yeah.
chips,
The brats,
the
the
paper.
burgers, yep. The beer,
the cheese.
yep. The nice, beautiful looking English women.
That's right.
Nothing.
Sure. Or you know what? Any woman
Yeah,
from anywhere is great too.
yeah. I mean, I don't have any
You gotta-
beef against any of
Yeah.
the women here or anywhere else, but it's just
You gotta be an equal opportunist sometimes, Tony. You know.
yeah. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about that accent that is just sexy on an English woman. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
You know what you like. You know.
Yep.
And if it tickles the senses in a certain way, you know, sometimes you just can't. The guy knows what he likes. You know?
Yep.
It's important.
Yep.
You got, you know. I can respect it. I can respect it, Tony.
Yeah.
For sure.
So when did you guys form the Mini Color Death? Like, how did that come about?
Okay, so Brent lived in Texas. He started a little project with some friends and wrote a couple songs. Didn't really go anywhere. I don't remember if it had a name. Memory is not serving me right with that right now. But he moved up to Missouri in 2009, and he put out an ad for like a band. And Shay, the drummer, and a few other people answered the ad on Craigslist, and they jammed a little bit, and a few people left, and a few positions changed from like guitarist to bassist and bass to guitar and all that stuff. And then they had 3 people, and they called themselves the Many Colored Death, which is a character from the book The Never-Ending Story. Not the movie. I don't think he's in the movie.
It's just the book?
It's just the book. So he's like a lion, essentially, in the movie that like runs across the nighttime, killing the night, but turning it into like this vibrant desert of colors. That's the Many Colored Death. That's the character's name.
That's cool. That is so cool how that name came about.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then those 3 played a show or two, and then the bassist at the time was getting really busy with work and getting busy with school. So he stepped down, and I kind of came. I went to a music store here in Columbia called the Blue Guitar. It was off of Business Loop. It's not there anymore. But Brent was working at the Blue Guitar, and I started talking to him, and he invited me to come and audition, and I auditioned, and I guess I got the part because I was with them ever since.
Wow.
And that was in 2010.
How long did it take you to audition? Like, did you have to sit on and play anything in particular?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. So they gave me this will date me instantly, but they had a MySpace,
Wow.
and they're like, "Go, there's 4 songs on MySpace. Go and go learn them, and then come and audition them." And I learned them, but I learned them by ear, Tony.
Oh, yeah, that's
So you
how I
see-
do it too.
Exactly. Then that's why I was like, yeah, making sure I got your attention on that one. I learned it
Yeah.
by ear.
Yep.
But what I didn't know was they were in a different tuning. So when I
Yeah.
came to audition, I had played the songs the right notes, but my guitar wasn't tuned properly.
Yeah.
So what I had heard wasn't where these notes were played, and it was actually way more difficult to play the songs the way that I learned them by ear than it was in the real tuning. It would have been way easier to find it had I had known they were down tuned to half step.
Yeah.
So I made it way more difficult on myself by not asking questions.
Yeah.
So always ask questions
Yeah.
if you are unclear of the end result or whatever.
See, but yeah, the way to learn music, in my opinion, is by ear and not paper. But apparently, a lot of people don't really seem to understand that.
I mean, it's what works best for you.
Yeah.
You know, I can learn by ear, and I can do a really good job. I think the majority of the time I can listen by ear and have some reference to tablature or watching tutorials. That really helps a lot when learning someone else's songs.
Yeah.
But when you're writing your own stuff, it's a lot of by ear or by communicating with your other bandmates.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
doing, these are the notes I am playing. You should be somewhere within these that makes it sound better.
Yeah.
It's not about sounding better than them, it's about making what they are playing sound better.
Yeah.
It's the group
Yep.
effort.
Yep. It's being on the same page,
Mm-hmm.
being
Absolutely.
on board.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So we ended up playing together as the 3 of us for 14 years. 14 years.
Wow.
We were teenagers by the end of all of it.
Awesome.
We ended up having 1, 2, 3, 4 full-length albums, 1, 2, 3 EPs, and about I'm probably giving myself way too much credit. Between like 10 and 12 singles that we've released for fun. So we have a lot of music out.
Oh, wow.
We just released our last album in September of 2024.
Wow.
Had 14 tracks, and it was the one that we had worked the hardest on. Definitely Brent. Brent mixed and mastered the whole album at the end there. So, and he had his daughter do the artwork on it. Probably one of our best, works to date.
Well, Brent, if you're watching this, I'll be glad to meet you and have you on another interview with Preston. That'll be super cool.
Yeah, and Brent can tell you so much more and just school you on knowledge about bands you won't believe. Like, super intelligent and very passionate about music. So
No, is Shay gonna be impossible to interview as well, or what is she gonna?
currently Shay is the drummer for a band called Left on Red.
Oh, wow.
They are playing. They're all friends of mine too. They all just got together and started playing as well. One of them is another former bandmate as well. They're guitarists. So
Wow.
I know them really well. We went and saw them when they played a couple weeks ago before they started their tour. They did a little tour, 2-week run, 2 or 3 weeks. I don't quite remember, but yeah, she's doing great. They're really making some waves with that. So
Are they on Spotify?
they are on Spotify. Yeah.
Awesome.
We have more now. I'll show you when we're all done.
No, what's the name of the
They're
band?
called Left on Red.
Left on Red.
R-E-D,
Yeah.
not R-E-A-D, like I read a book.
Left on, yeah, like Left on Red is
Like a red light.
making a Left on Red.
Yeah, which sounds pretty dangerous, right?
Yeah. Yep. Really dangerous.
I think that's the whole, like, because you can leave someone on red by reading their texts and not responding. or you can just go left on red and maybe cause an accident or an issue or you
Yeah.
have a bad day,
Yeah.
real bad time, real fast.
Yep.
But yeah, she's out there and living the dream.
It'd be cool to interview her as well.
Yeah, she's also fantastic. They're really good people, and when you spend that much time and that much creative energy with two other people, they become more than your family in some respects.
Yeah.
Because it's a different way of thinking with those people, and Brent and Shay both are amazing. But I think we've all had this conversation with each other that if it wasn't for the music, we would never hang out.
Yeah.
Like you're just a different personality.
Yep.
So you can get together and creatively create something cool and have fun together. But if it wasn't for the music, we never would have became friends.
Yeah.
We never would have talked to each other.
Yeah.
So it opens your eyes about people.
Yep. I got all these YouTubers who I've been watching. I'm like, man, I would love to collaborate and meet up with these guys and do videos. Like the Mid-America Truck Show in Louisville, Kentucky, that would have been awesome to have gone to that, to meet Tim Gentry, Just Truckin', FSC Truckin'. Shout out to you, buddy. I really enjoy your content.
I love the shout outs here. This is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys can tag them.
Yeah.
Video.
Yeah.
Special shout out.
Yeah, this is what I do a lot of when I film. I just random shout outs.
Hey, it's good, man.
Yep.
You know your target audience, right?
Yep. Is there anybody that you watch at all that you want to shout out?
Not at this moment. You put me on the spot here, Tony. Like I've got to remember everybody.
just throw somebody out. Like a tennis ball, just pick it up.
Just
throw
toss it out there.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh gosh. I don't know. I'm lost. Shout out to Mr. Beast. collab with Tony here. Let's get him to 1,000 so he can start making those hard-earned dollars. He's out here trying to provide some entertainment and quality time. And, if you're not gonna collab, then are you really that rich for real? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Yep.
How's that? I just tossed the whole tennis court on that one.
You did great. You did awesome. See, that's cool. That's awesome.
It's all for you, Tony. It's all for you. Once again, inspiring me yet again.
Yeah, that is
into
so
the
cool.
unknown.
That's so cool that I can inspire you and anybody else. That's awesome.
I never would have done a shout out to anyone. I'd just been like, no thanks. But the tennis ball analogy got me.
Oh, that's cool. Well, we probably got what time we got?
I don't have my phone.
Oh, wow.
You want to call it good for now, and then you can always chit chat later.
Yep.
Wrap it up like a
we
gift,
gotta
buddy.
get going here pretty soon, so we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you to Preston and everybody watching, and Brent. Can't wait to meet you, bro, and interview you, and it'll be cool. So, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later.
Take care.